Just watched one of my favorite guitar players, a gentleman I've shared the stage with a time or two, just never crossed paths enough to get to shake his hand with any kind of frequency, just due to the nature of Nashville, Tennessee, and playing with the various artists that he would have played with and I would have played with. And none other than Mr. Tom Bukovac. He has become absolutely one of my favorite guitar players. I'll say this again, the blessing of the pandemic produced a lot of wonderful things through a difficult time for so many. One of them was putting people in a position like Tom to decide to share his talents via YouTube. Normally that man would have been in the studio or on the road 5 days out of 7 in a week, and with no time to share his thought process or his talent up close and personal like he does on his channel 501 Echo Chorus, or 501 Chorus Echo, whatever it is. Look up Tom Bukovac. He, along with Guthrie Trapp, those were two guitar players that I came across during the pandemic, and I know a lot of folks have known about them for a long time. I simply didn't, like a lot of folks in Nashville, you get focused in on what you do and who you're doing it with, and sometimes you simply don't cross paths with just everybody in that town. But YouTube has made the world a smaller place. And last night I watched Tom Bukovac do this incredible swampy meets ugly meets dirty meets gritty. And I love that kind of stuff. Tom is such a mind from all that prog rock stuff that he can do, and the fluidity with his hands and the chord thought process, and his right hand of rhythm is just incredible. And last night was a music I more relate to, so therefore, man, it caught me. And I believe he's at the Duesenberg showroom somewhere. It looks like it might be, I don't know, I'm not sure where it's at, maybe California or maybe NAMM. I'm not sure. But anyway, Tom is there, and he's with another gentleman who's not defined in the title of the video. I didn't read the description, but whoever he is, he's a slide player and he's no slouch himself. But the whole thing about what happened yesterday was just cool, because it was just reminiscent of Jerry Reed meets Tom Bukovac meets the Allman Brothers. I mean, it's just so cool. So it's a drop D. Now, when I do drop D stuff, I love to not only drop the low D, E, but I also like to take this high E So all that to say, let's have some fun with the Seafoam Green BEEGEE Bender, all original, and we're just going to get a nice kick performance coming through the Super Reverb Tone Master. Yeah. Now we're going through the twin. Let's get a little more bass, and here we go. What fun. That type of stuff is some of my all-time favorite stuff to play. Tom's version of it yesterday, along with that gentleman, there you can see them inspiring each other to push each other forward and do some things, and they get into their own world but share it at the same time. When you play with your fellow musician, that is one thing to learn, is to make space for that fellow man of yours or that fellow gal of yours, so they can have their moment. And hopefully it's that combination of the musical conversation that you're having that all of a sudden becomes that little fluid thing that two people can enjoy and beyond. Obviously, if two people are enjoying themselves, then my gosh, how cool is that? You could see that yesterday in that video. It's a homeschooling bonus on Tom's deal, and you'll see him playing with that other guy, and there's no other, I don't think there's even another, I'm not sure what the description is, but go check it out. You'll be hearing one of the finest guitar players that's ever strapped on a guitar play. And I'll tell you what, for some musical clarity, head on over to Guthrie Trapp's page and go, or his YouTube channel. And the only reason for me personally that I'm suggesting to anybody that they listen to either Guthrie Trapp or Tom Bukovac, they're bona fide. They come from the same place that I come from, where it's what people do for a living. And it's not that there aren't people that aren't talented everywhere. There are. And you do not have to be from Nashville, Tennessee to be a guitar picker of any accord. Nashville, Tennessee doesn't make you famous. And it surely doesn't add credibility to the point of just from being from Nashville that means you're a good guitar player. Matter of fact, I'd argue that's the opposite for most guitar pickers claiming to be from Nashville. What I am saying is that Tom and Guthrie have been plying their wares professionally with some of the biggest names in country music and beyond. Tom has gone beyond that with people like Joe Walsh and others, and Guthrie Trapp is now hanging with the gentleman from CC Top, Mr. Billy Gibbons. And so these are guitar players that are recognized amongst their own. And I do believe that all of us have something to share with each other. And it's always of my mindset to consider what my fellow guitar player or my fellow musician is attempting to show me or attempting to explain to me, which requires my attention to do that. So therefore, if somebody's going to give me their attention, I want to make it as clear as I can about one important element about guitar and music in general. It is a gift as far as I'm concerned. And enjoy the journey. And I don't care if you're from Nashville, Tennessee, or if there's a little small place on Jupiter that's called Nashville. I don't care where you're from. The journey to enjoy the blessing of this gift is mission critical as far as I'm concerned. Regardless of your level, regardless of your comprehension, and trying to seek out people that are elevated, that have clarity, that you might garnish some words of wisdom that they'll share with you. That's the biggest trick. That's the hardest thing to do, because people that are elevated are the hardest people to have a conversation with. But I will tell you for sure, Guthrie in particular, he's very simple-minded presentation, although he knows a lot about the instrument. As far as all these other folks that are on television or on YouTube teaching guitar, I believe everybody's got something to offer. I simply don't know all these people, and I'm not anyone to say lock yourself into any one style or any one person. But I will say, when you're looking at Guthrie and you're looking at Tom, you're looking at pickers that fellow pickers look at with a high regard. And of course, they're just two more guitar players in this world. So keep everything in perspective, but the biggest thing, enjoy that journey along the way. Thank you for listening to my little diatribe. I have had somebody recently ask me about who to watch and what to absorb themselves in, and I believe that you keep searching, you'll find that person that can communicate to you one thing, even if it's just one thing. And listen, that one thing might very well not be exactly what you're looking for. It might be the one thing you need to learn not to do, right? So with that in mind, the one thing I would suggest that you do, enjoy the blessing of the journey. And God bless you for spending some time with me. We'll catch up soon. Thank you.